Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less. I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name.
All right, so what we're looking at here is kind of the consumer-facing portal, right? If you look in the link in my description, I linked this. This is where you could actually quote yourself if you wanted to look on the marketplace. And we're just going to go through as if we are a consumer. By the way, that over there is my beautiful wife and I. Not pictured as my beautiful 2-year-old son. And then we have another one on the way here any day now. So really exciting. But this is going to be the consumer-facing portal. Health Sherpa is actually just an enrollment portal that's really used more for brokers. But I even recommend it for consumers because it's much more user-friendly, let's say, than the average healthcare.gov website. So we'll go to see plans and prices. And remember, we're going to look at plans for 2021 because the plans for 2022 aren't out yet at the time of this recording. So, but we're going to just pretend like we're looking for 2022. We can say yes. We'd like to see if we qualify for a subsidy. Why not, right? We will put in the age. Right? I'm 31 years old. Don't get it twisted. I know my insurance though. 31 years old for my wife, and I have a 2-year-old son. So we'll go ahead and hit continue here. We'll just estimate, let's just say $70,000 for the family household income. Okay, and there's a reason why I'm doing that, and I'll show you here in the next page, but we'll just hit continue. So we qualify for some savings. That's very significant. We'll just say we lost or losing health coverage because we're not in an open enrollment or a special enrollment period. You do need a qualifying life event, which I'll show you here. These are some of the qualifying life events: lost or losing coverage, household size changed, moved, released from incarceration, and so on and so forth. So there are some qualifying events there, but you would need one to enroll at this point in time. So we're just going to say lost or losing coverage so we can look at some options. We will go ahead and skip this step, We'll get to the page where we've got 85 different plan options. Now notice, this is at $70,000 income. We qualify for a significant tax credit, meaning the lowest plan is really only going to be $80 for an $8,300 deductible. Let's add a zero to the end of that, and you'll see that we no longer qualify for a subsidy, and that same plan is $800. So literally $720 more a month. Let's throw in another income real quick and just see what happens. So we'll go with $120,000. You'll notice that we still qualify for a tax credit. It doesn't make this plan all that affordable. However, $556 a whole lot better than $801. I think everyone would agree with me there. So you've got 85 plans to choose from. You can search based on your doctor. Here you can just go to, let's say Featherman, right? You can type that in. You can pull up Dr. Featherman here if that's your pediatrician. You can add him. Go ahead and check that box. And now it's only going to show you, whoops, I unchecked it. It's only going to show you the 34 plans that Dr. Featherman accepts, right? So now we can narrow it down. We can also add prescriptions. We can estimate our usage. We can filter by carriers, metal levels, networks, and whether or not you want an HSA. Now, this is good for individuals that have mid to lower income, right, where they do qualify for some tax credit. But in the next video, I'm going to show you a comparison of some of these options versus some of the private options, and we'll talk about that. I'm in a fortunate situation to where we do not qualify for a subsidy, so if I take that out, my cheapest plan option would be $801 a month for my family, right? So obviously that's not ideal for my situation. I don't want to pay $800 a month. I don't use my coverage a whole lot. So I'm going to show you some alternative options that I would use if this were me, right? And depending on your situation, you may say, well, the marketplace is much better for me. That's fine. We can help you there. Or you may say, hey, you know what? I'm not paying $800 a month. If that's the case, I would just go without coverage. Don't do that because there are still some affordable options for you. that don't utilize a tax credit that may be a better option. And this is why it's important to work with a broker that knows all of the options. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. We'll talk more in depth about some comparative options, and we will go from there.